Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals agreed on a 5-year, $275 million extension that includes $219 million guaranteed. The deal makes him the highest paid player in NFL history, a well-earned deal for a player who has transformed Cincinnati's franchise. By comparison, Patrick Mahomes became the highest paid NFL star in 2020 when he signed a massive 10-year contract worth $450 million. However, Joe Burrow's new contract averages out to $55 million a year, while Patrick Mahomes' contract averages out to $45 million per year. So let's put a few things in perspective. Jalen Hurts recently got a new deal for $255 million, which comes out to $51 million annually. Not to be outdone, Lamar Jackson grabbed a $260 million deal that came out to $52 million annually. And then not too long after that, Justin Herbert grabbed a $262 million contract, which put him at about $52.5 million each year. The important point of reference for all of these deals is that none of those quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl. That means the Kansas City Chiefs have an absolute bargain in Patrick Mahomes. He's the least paid of all these big deals, and he's won 2 Super Bowls. That leaves us to discuss the absolute discount rack quarterback that the Miami Dolphins have, who's playing on an option year for a measly $23 million. Tua Tagovailoa is making less than half of what these other quarterbacks are making. And to add salt to the wound, the Miami Dolphins won't even discuss a new contract with Tua Tagovailoa until after the season. They want him to prove it so that they can see if he's worth giving an extension to. But if I were Tua, I wouldn't be salty Tua at all. I would simply tell Chris Greer and Stephen Ross to make sure you save some money, bitches, because I'm coming. You see, Tua is really in the best position of any of those quarterbacks to actually stick it to the Miami Dolphins. Here's why. By the end of this season, Tua will have played head-to-head this season with most of the quarterbacks on that big money list. He faces Herbert, Hurts, and Mahomes this season. He could face Burrow and Jackson in the playoffs. In addition, he's got to play against that guy in New York who gets $50 million a year, Aaron Rodgers, and Josh Allen, who got like a $265 million deal not too long ago. So he's going to be playing against all of the big money quarterbacks throughout this season. That means it's all on Tua Tagovailoa to perform. He doesn't have to look at anybody else as the reason why he's not, or maybe that he will get paid. It's all on him. They want him to prove it? I'd be like, hey, okay, so be it. Tua has all the motivation in the world. Ball out, and you're going to enter the Billionaire Boys Club and cash out big time at the end of this season. Or it could be labeled a bust and may not be on the Dolphins roster next year. I know it would be a no-brainer choice for me. I don't know any athlete who doesn't want the ball with 2 seconds left on the clock. If it's all on me, that's exactly what I want it to be. I want to know that I'm responsible for my paycheck. If he wins and stays on the field this season, he's going to get the NFL version of Powerball. However, to the contrary, if he doesn't stay on the field or doesn't get this team to the playoffs, so be it. Either way, it's that simple. Tua, it's all on you, and it starts this Sunday. Join me for my live broadcast. Go ahead and just click right here, and you'll get notified when I go live on Sunday. Talk to you soon.
Is anybody catching on to this Barry guy?